The Giants have adopted Farhan Zaidi's practice of acquiring intriguing players who have the potential to break out. When he ran the Dodgers, those players were Chris Taylor and Max Muncy, to say nothing of the way the team got maximum value out of Enrique Hernandez and others via platoons and positional flexibility. When he worked for the A's, he wrote the Moss Manifesto as a way of making a case to give 1B of DH Brandon Moss more playing time. He has a knack for finding surprise value in surprise players. Now, to be sure, Chris Taylor's success didn't come out of nowhere. He had a .400 OBP in the minors, and Max Muncy's success 35 home runs and a .973 OPS in 2018 didn't happen overnight. After the Dodgers claimed him at the beginning of 2017, he spent that entire season in the minors, and both were well-regarded prospects previously. The Giants didn't really acquire any player like this during the offseason, so what we're really talking about here are players who could break out to be league average players for the Giants, which would be a tremendous accomplishment. The Giants have struggled to grab players like that on the cheap over the years. My 5 candidates for a Max Muncy, Chris Taylor-sized performance. 5. Gerardo Parra. He hasn't had a league average season by OPS since 2015, 111, and for his career he's just a 92 OPS hitter. However, he's got a .763 OPS in 71 career games at Oracle Park. Since 2009, the top 5 Giants hitters by OPS at Oracle have been. It's a low bar to clear, but I think he can do it, especially if they platoon him properly. 4. Nick Vincent, an elite spin rate reliever whose numbers were comparable to 2 big deal relievers, Joe Kelly and David Robertson, whom the Giants got on a minor league deal. I jumped out of my computer chair when the Giants signed him, and here's a good reason why. Player age IPK %, BB %, whip lob % era FIP Sierra deal. Player age IPK %, BB %, whip lob % era FIP Sierra deal. Joe Kelly 30 65.2 23.9% 11.2% 1.36 67.9% 4.39 3.57 3.92 3 years $25 million. David Robertson 33 69.2 32.2% 9.2% 1.03 67.5% 3.23 2.97 2.88 2 years $23 million. Nick Vincent 31 56.1 23.8% 6.1% 1.16 67.6% 4.14 3.75 3.65 minor league deal. Now, it's a bit of a bummer for me to include a relief pitcher here on a list of breakout candidates because 1. It's easy to make a decent pitcher look amazing by pitching him at Oracle Park, and 2. The Giants desperately need offense. But Nick Vincent figures to be really good. 3. Anthony Garcia. He's hit 118 home runs across 10 minor league seasons, but 50 of those have come over the past 2 seasons, and he just turned 27 years old. His OBP hovered close to .360 in 2017 and 2018, too. Taken together, it's possible he's figured something out and is turning the corner, meaning the Giants signed him right as his value has begun to peak. Cheap power has been a really tough thing for them to find, and even if he plays half a season, he could provide 10 home runs, which I think you'd agree is a big deal for a Giants hitter. 2. Breyvic Valera. The only position he's yet to play in his pro career is catcher, and that's probably fine since the Giants have stockpiled that position a lot in the past week. His numbers suggest he could perhaps be a better version of Alan Hansen with just a little less pop. The most Giants see in success-suggesting measure, though, is a career 273 to 255 walks to strikeout rate in the minors. That's right, he's drawn more walks than strikeouts in 8 minor league seasons. In 37 MLB games, he's got an 8-13 ratio. That will play, even if he doesn't have a lot of pop. 1. Yangervis Solarte. Oblique strains have hampered his last 2 seasons, but he still managed to hit 35 home runs. He's averaged 16 home runs over the past 4 seasons, the first 3 of which came as a member of the Padres. His power played in Petco. His power can play in it. After Joe Panic, he was the Giants' most consistent, best hitter of spring training, for whatever that's worth, but 4 of his 16 hits were for extra bases, 25%. His career rate is 32.8%. To put that in context, Buster Posey's is 30.4%. One of these guys might just be the winning lottery ticket for the new Giants regime, or it could be someone else. Who's your lottery ticket winner?